Hey, we are here with our CEO, Matt Cain. Well, President and CEO. I don't want to drop a title, but you have already taken the stage today. You started off. We streamed that one as well. Tell us, how do you think today's session went so far for you, and then everything else that you've seen from our other executives?
Well, good to be here with you as always. So I think so far the event's going as we would have anticipated. And I think, as you know, we designed this to be an event for customers where we encourage as much participation, not just with the Couchbase team members, but across the customer base. We were very excited to share our story this morning and talk not just about the digital transformation that's occurring across the world, but how to specifically leverage Couchbase to not only participate in that digital transformation, but thrive and have a modern data platform that allows you to do things like customer 360 management and inventory and catalog management at a level of scale that large enterprises are dependent on. Obviously, this event is particularly special for us because we're launching our next generation service analytics, and I think the team did an amazing job of putting a demonstration together on what's possible, that bringing insight to the vast amounts of data that enterprises are trying to manage, doing that in real time, on your operational data in its native form. I mean, we're doing some really revolutionary and groundbreaking stuff. So it's always a special event to get our customers together, but this one is going to have a particularly unique feel with the addition of analytics, and I think the buzz across the floor is that it's a really positive step in the direction of our platform, and just reinforces how much sophistication we're building into the Couchbase data platform.
Well, I mean, as you mentioned, the buzz is definitely here. We've had a ton of customers. To name drop a few, we've got the Reds, the Cincinnati Reds, Carnival Corporation, UPS. The list really does go on, and most of them have been on Facebook Live.
Yeah.
But in addition to that, I'm kind of curious, what stories were you most excited to hear about?
The most valuable interactions that I have with our customers at events like this is understanding how they've leveraged our platform so that we can share that with other customers. But quite frankly, what I really seek out from our customers is, what could we be doing differently? What could we be doing better? Yeah. I think one of the things that we pride ourselves as a company is being, customer driven and customer obsessed. And so we've had, sessions and breakouts and listened to customer presentations and had one-on-ones. And what we're in pursuit of is, how do we collectively determine what our next generation innovation is? I think one of the themes that has really emerged of late is orchestration technologies, and specifically Kubernetes, and the work that we've done with our operator and enabling customers to leverage the power of Kubernetes, but do that on a NoSQL database, and we are leading the market in terms of those capabilities. So it's been really interesting to dig into details on what customers are doing, how that's adding value to them, encouraging sharing across the customer base, because it's not just about the addition of services like analytics, it's how do we enable our platform to be the most manageable, the most consumable, and we take a lot of pride in the innovation that we're driving there.
Well, as you mentioned, I mean, we have a ton of things that we're driving market leader status for sure at this event. And this is definitely, I mean, to me, I think it's the biggest event we've ever had. And it's the second Silicon Valley event that you've been a part of, but obviously we've had numerous before that. How is this one different? I mean, you mentioned a lot of the things that we are announcing here and just kind of showing how we've come to play the game, and we want to win. But so how is this event different than any other one that we've been a part of?
Yeah, so I think one of the things that we put a lot of emphasis on this time is increasing the number of technical breakouts. And I think we have 4 different streams, and even the nature of the keynotes, we're very focused on the technology and not just what we can do with the platform, but how we've built the architecture and how that's differentiated relative to other database solutions. And so I think, if anything, there will be an even bigger breadth and depth of technical material, and what I'm hearing from the customer base is that's really well received and encouraged, and just leads to the next level of dialogue. Because at the end of the day, the people that are here are responsible for driving these transformations in these enterprises, and by definition doing so requires different approaches to building applications and leveraging technology. And so we wanted to capture the essence of that and make sure that we were speaking with and directly alongside the architects and software developers that are making these things happen.
Well, and on a personal level, this is, and not just the company has had a great year, but on a personal level, you are building a stat sheet of your own. And I took down a couple notes here of all the things that you've been named to this year, because I was not going to remember all of them. You were the number 7 CEO in terms of SaaS report, top 50 CEOs. You were one of the top 100 executives of 2018 from CRN, and you were named to TechNet's Executive Council. Now, I know that we talked about TechNet Executive Council because you had just been named to that when we got together in New York. But, I mean, you've had a huge year from a personal perspective, and I'm kind of curious, how did you learn the leadership traits that you've brought to Couchbase, and just as you've gone on into your career? Like, where did that all come from at, I'm assuming, a young age?
Well, so first off, very humbled to be recognized by all of those organizations, and some of them are, ongoing participation. Quite frankly, that's a function of the role that I have at Couchbase. I believe in, a relentless pursuit of excellence, and doing that at a personal level and also at a team and organizational level. What really drives me is solving complex problems with a collection of really top-notch, world-class thinkers and leaders in their own, domains and professions. And so I think those are awards that have been bestowed on Couchbase, and that's how I look at them. I do love leadership and building cultures and being a part of a team that's doing incredible things like Couchbase is. I'd say it is a lifelong pursuit of understanding how to get better and being with people. I was very fortunate to have 2 great role models and parents that, built a foundation of integrity and values that I continue to draw on today. And I've been a part of world-class organizations where, I've learned a lot and continue to do so. So I think I'll leave you with one lesson, which I sort of try to get right every single day. I think in any profession there's a razor-thin edge of self-confidence and humility. And people so often talk about going too far on self-confidence. I think it's equally dangerous to go so far on humility that you're not willing to take risks and try new things and move into your zone of discomfort. Yep. And I think we should be doing that as a company. I think we should be doing that as individuals. We should be doing that as teams. So that's one of the many things that I try to hold myself accountable to as we push the envelope on what we're trying to do here. But again, those awards are Couchbase awards. We're an incredible company. It's the the byproduct of work by a lot of employees, and I just happen to be the name that they put next to it.
Well, I do appreciate your time, and I appreciate you saying that it's a company award. It definitely, as an employee, it excites me that that you are as humble as you are, even though it's very easy to not be, with the fact that every other week I keep seeing your name someplace else.
Well, thank you very much.
But I appreciate it, and I know that you're going to be driving us to be the best company we can be. I appreciate your time. I'm sick, so I'm just going to pound it.
Pound it out. All
yeah.
Right. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you, and I look forward to talking to you at our next Connect event.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.